My name is Rene Michelle. I am an advocate against domestic violence, sexual assault, and molestation, as well as a survivor of all of the above. I was molested by several family members. At the ages of 11, 14, and 26, I was raped. I eventually met a young man who I thought was going to be my knight in shining armor, but he ended up being more like a nightmare. He started changing. He started being very verbally abusive, emotionally abusive. He started calling me out of my name, telling me what to wear, what not to wear, where I could go, where I couldn't go. He also started to isolate me from my family as well as my friends, and as time went on, the physical abuse came in. I could not even go from my apartment to his apartment, which was right across the walkway, without him. He was so insecure. I couldn't go to work. He would come to my job because he owned his own business, so he would sit in my job and watch me. And I knocked on the door, and he opened it. When he opened the door, he immediately grabbed me by my hair, and he drugged me past his sister, his brother-in-law, and their kids as they watched television into the room where he slept. And he began to beat me. And he beat me bloody. No one got up. No one said anything. No one did anything. They just sat there and nobody helped. After he beat me, he picked me up. He grabbed me by my hair again. And he stood me up. And he said, "You know you're not leaving me, right?" And out of fear, I told him no. And he again said, "You sure you're not leaving me, right?" And I said, "No." Again, and he said, "Good, because if you do, this is what's going to happen." Click. And he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. Fortunately, it was not a bullet in that particular chamber, but he made Russian roulette a regular part of my life for a long time to keep me in fear of him, and it worked. He beat me so severely that I now suffer from epilepsy due to severe blows to my head. During that whole situation, the only thing that I could do was, with what little faith I had left, was pray. And that's exactly what I did. I prayed every day that God would get me out of that situation. And I continued to pray because the police didn't help. I called the police, and the one officer said, "Well, ma'am, I don't see any bruises on you. So what we're going to do is let him go his way. You go back in the house. If we get any more phone calls today, someone is going to jail." So at that point, I had no faith in the justice system. So I'm like, only person that can get me out of this is God. So I went back to praying to God, and I continued to pray, and I prayed, and he finally answered my prayers. I never imagined that all the pain that I went through would turn into something so wonderful, because now I am an advocate against domestic violence, sexual assault, and molestation. I just have a lot going on, and it's all because God helped get me to where I am, because mentally I probably should be insane, but I have all my faculties. And I just feel so blessed to even be able to smile and laugh after everything that I've been through. And I just want, my whole purpose now is to help other women, men, and children to get to where I am now and come out of the darkness and let them know that it is okay. It's okay to to talk about it and to reach out to people and to share your story, because it's going to help heal you. Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see how you were there for me, and I can say I'm stronger, I'm wiser. Oh. I'm trying not to break down, because this song, it always makes me cry, because I wouldn't have made it without God. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh my God, it's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen or felt in my life. Healing, the first time I felt it in all of my 40 some years, because I literally did not speak out for the first time until 2012. I felt like an eagle that was soaring. And it just felt so good. I'm trying not to cry. It just felt good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. That was the tears of gratefulness.
Yes, and joy.
Joy.
It's not any
Yeah.
pain. Because I'm so happy now. It's tears of joy.
Yeah, for sure.
But it feels great. It feels wonderful. And what's even better for me is the fact that I can help other women, men and children, to get where I am now. Yeah, but it feels great.
Yeah.
I don't care where I'm at. If I'm in the library and they telling me to shush, if I'm in the grocery store, wherever, I'm talking about my purpose, which is helping to bring other people out of the darkness out of domestic violence or sexual assault. And I'm constantly talking, and everywhere I go, I meet people, and they either know somebody or have been through it, and I tell them, you are not your past, and the only way that you're going to come out of it is to talk about it. And once you start talking about it, not only will you help yourself tremendously, but the bigger picture is to help other people. Mm-hmm. And that's what I get out of it, is helping other people, because it's not about me anymore. Mm-hmm. It's about me helping other kids, and men, because men go through it as well, and other women to come out of the darkness, as I call it. Yeah, into the light. Raw beauty to me, when I hear that, means just even without makeup or anything, just being yourself and just being naturally a beautiful person. To me, that's what it means. So I think it's a beautiful blessing that you all are able to help other women, including the women that help other women. You know what I'm saying? Because we need it too, sometimes. So I think that's great.